As our Nate Benson reported last half hour, a few dozen employees at the Buffalo Tesla factory were let go this week. Their firings came just a day after Tesla Workers United announced its unionization effort at the facility. Some members of that union organizing team were among the 38 people total let go. Well, this afternoon, our nonprofit partners at Investigative Post published an article on past unionization efforts at Tesla. And joining us live right now is Investigative Post reporter J. Dale Shoemaker. Dale, it's always great to have you on the show. And I guess let's start with what's happening here and now and in Buffalo. What do you know about these new unionizing efforts that were announced this week and what issues they're bringing up that they're fighting for?
Sure. So what we know at this point is that Tesla Workers United is seeking to unionize the workers at the Tesla plant. There's about 2,100 total people there, estimated. And they're starting on what's called the autopilot side. These are the people who are inputting data into computers collected by Tesla's self-driving cars. They're putting the data into a software program to better train those cars. The union effort is starting on that side of the factory, but they're actively reaching out to the manufacturing side. That's where they make charging equipment for cars and other things. And so at this point, they announced the campaign on Valentine's Day. The next day, as you noted, 38 people were let go. The union is saying that that is in retaliation for their efforts. And what the union is really asking for here is better pay. Jobs at the Tesla factory pay much less compared to regional averages for manufacturing jobs. And they're also saying that workers, especially on the autopilot side, are surveilled during their shifts, meaning that it's difficult for some people to take bathroom breaks.
Dale, I didn't realize this, I'll be honest, until I saw your reporting, but this isn't the first time that there has been this unionization effort at that exact facility. What should we know about what happened, I guess, a couple years ago?
Sure. So this is the second attempt that unions have tried to organize workers at Tesla. The first time was in 2018 and 2019. The United Steelworkers and International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, they tried to get a union off the ground there then. But Tesla really pushed back, according to our reporting. I've spoken to workers who said that during that time, they were made to go to what's called captive audience meetings, meaning they were called into meetings run by management where management said, don't join a union, unions are going to take your money, et cetera, really just disparaging unions, as one worker put it to me. And the Steelworkers Union, they alleged at the time to the National Labor Relations Board that Tesla also fired workers then in retaliation for joining the union effort.
So Tesla, of course, as you and others at Investigative Post have reported so much on, got nearly $1 billion in state money to come here and build in South Buffalo. It came with these job requirements. A lot of people have been critical of all of this. I know you spoke recently with State Senator Sean Ryan. He had some interesting things to say about what's missing from the deal, especially when it comes to unionizing.
Yeah, so what both Senator Ryan and Richard Lipsitz, he's the former leader of the Western New York Area Labor Federation, what they both told me is that when the Cuomo administration was negotiating this deal to get Tesla to inherit this billion-dollar factory in South Buffalo, that they wanted the state to put language into that agreement saying that Tesla had to remain neutral during any union election that might come down the pike. The Cuomo administration did not put that language into the agreement, meaning that while union labor built the factory, while that part was covered, the unions got that work, Tesla was not required to, basically sit on the sidelines when a union came to organize the workforce there. So that is, some people point to, why we're seeing this retaliation, as the unions have alleged.
And Dale, it's interesting because every time we do one of these Tesla stories, and correct me if I'm wrong, but we always reach out to Tesla and we always get no response for the most part. We mentioned a half hour ago that when we reached out to the company, our email actually bounced back and said that it was full. No response, I imagine, from Tesla?
No. Tesla actually disbanded its press team several years ago. When I've reached out to officials at the company, I have not heard back. I've read other reporters have had the exact same experience. And, on top of all of this, the union alleged this afternoon, I believe, that Tesla's CEO Elon Musk appears to have shadow banned their Twitter account, even though he has not said anything on Twitter himself, or the company has not really acknowledged this union effort.
Interesting and something to continue to follow. No matter where you stand sort of on the union issue here, the law is the law, and we imagine Tesla would deny that they broke the law here, but certainly an investigation is going to be underway. J. Dale Shoemaker is with our partners at Investigative Post. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Michael.